that I am able to share and you are able to listen. So if you are not aware about this before, like go and just check it out, Junior iOS Application Engineer course, which I just declared, like I need to complete 14 section. After then you will be comfortable in cracking any kind of interview in iOS world, and also you will be able to develop apps in iOS, right? So just subscribe this iOSCoderAbhimanyuDaspan and you will get a full leverage of Junior iOS Application Engineer course. Here I'm trying my best. Let's see what will happen in future. Section 2 is I came up with a 2.2.4 data type string, int, double, float and bool, right? So my target is covering only the string data type today. So I created the brief information and I want to share with you. So we'll proceed with the Xcode and we'll go with the playground only. There, like I need to create the blank page. Again, it will be a string data type practice, right? So that will be the string data type practice. And here, like this is also a string, but yeah, I want to start from scratch. So some points I have that if we'll cover today, then everything will be okay and we'll be comfortable into the string into the Swift, right? So string data type, that means a series. String is data type. Yeah, data. What is a data type? Which store the data, right? It's nothing to store the data, right? So the storing string and characters, a series of characters, right? Which is a value type rather than reference type. I'll explain you. String declare as a struct into the Swift, right? So it's a struct into Swift and it's a value type, because they just want to take leverage of protocol oriented programming rather than object oriented programming. So string is a value type, right? So now one by one, those 10 points I need to cover today. Briefly, I'm just covering because so that you can just understand all the things all about the string into the Swift, right? So what is a string literal? It's pretty simple. First I need to import UIKit, UI foundation only foundation I require, so no UIKit and all. Yeah, where str literal, as explained there, I'm just giving deliberately a type. It's not required into Swift, it will automatically take, but yeah, I'm just giving it. So it's a storage after the assignment operator, equal operator, iOSCoder. So this simple example is a string literal example, right? Like that you can just declare your string literals. Now there is a let and where keyword also. We covered it up in the last session. If you are not aware about this, then go and check the previous one. So brief history you will get. If you want to modify this string literal and if it is a struct, then it will not able to modify. So you need to take care what you need to do. Like if it's a mutating string literal, then you need to declare it as a where, right? That's all. Now the second thing I want to tell you, like this is a what are multi-line string literals. So that is, I want to explain you where multi-line string literal is like 3 double quotes will be there, and after one line, enter the one line and do your paragraph 1, paragraph 2, right, paragraph 3. Like that you can just declare your long storage and complete it with again 3 double quotes, right? Then if you will print this information, you will get a nice result. Long p1, p2, p3 is there, right? The same thing you can do into the string literal as well, but you need to give some special character with backward slash, and that means it will be enter the line and then it will be a Java coder, right? And then if you will print a string literal, it will also give you the same result, but it will work very hard, and like we need to go with so many things like special character and all. Then it will work like that only, right? But if I have lengthy data, then what I can do, I can just proceed with this multi-line string literal, and I can just declare the p1 p2 p3 like paragraph wise, and I don't need to take care of /n and all, right? So for this, if your data is very lengthy, you can go there and just do your paragraphs, and that will come to you, right? So also it will consider the space as well. Now if you will print as it is, it will give you the result, right? So it's very fantastic. Now how it, if I will just go like this, it will give you error like don't like please multi-line string literal contents must begin on a new line, that I already described. One more thing you need to take care, if your data is very lengthy, right, and your code source code is looking very ugly, and you want to manage, right, into the small space so that everybody can read it, and line also should not break, so then you can use this you can use this facility with the backward slash, right? Once you will print your line, you know, can you see this line will be into the source code, it will look like it's into the different place, but if you will do backward slash, it will look perfectly and it will not, you know, break the line. So for arranging a code, you can use /n, but it will not change your line, it will not change your line in the real world, right? So you can use this one as well. So it's very fantastic to arrange the code into the source code. It will be look good, and we can easily understand, yeah, backward slash is there because I don't want to go forward, but it will come into the single line only, right? Single line only. So like that you can use this backward slash. Okay, and what will happen about the /n, if I will type here /n, then what will happen about this, like I need to check here also /n will work, but I don't want to do this deliberately. Okay, now this is the perfect thing which is multi-line string literal is saying. Third thing I want to tell you, what are special character in string literal, right? So these are the string literal special characters that I want to tell you. So now I am commenting this print, and third thing I want to tell you, what are string special characters in the string literal, right? So suppose I have a special string, right, and this special string have name is iOS coder, right, and it have, if it have no value, that means null value will be there, right? So if it will be a null value, somewhere null value is coming, then you can represent this with backward slash and hyphen, right? So it will come as a null value, and your result will be look like this, nothing will be there. And if you want to print this, it will print also, so that you can just special string and iOS coder, can you see? So iOS and coder, in between them nothing is there, so null you can represent like this, right? Nothing is there, and it will attach there, and it will not take any byte or any bit over there, and it will present like nothing is there, null character. So nothing is there, right? Null character is there. Now backslash, that means if you want to type a backslash, then how you will do, if you will do like this, and if you will print, nothing will be there, nothing will be there, and it will say to you, hey, listen, unterminated string literal, which is useful for giving special characters. So if you are using like this, I'll give you error, right? So if I want to give a hyphen in between iOS coder, then I can use this like that, right? It will come here. If you will go like this, what it will give you, that you can see invalid escape sequence in literal, right? So it can't be possible. It is useful for declaring anything, right? Now tab, if you want a tab in between coder and this one, then you can just do small t, then it will give you the result iOS tab coder, right? Now if you want to go with the /n, like I already explained, it will change the line, right? If you want to go for the r, R, that means what will happen, you can see this is coming into the new line. But yes, I want to tell you what's the changes. Like it will take your like first it will be a fresh data which will over there, and it will start from the fresh rather than the new line concept of the previous data. That is the difference. So it's a carriage return, right? So that is the difference. Now if you will go for this one, if you will declare this like that, it will give you error. So how you will use this, you can use this one, right? So like that you can just include this one. Now you will go for double quotes, again it will give you error. So again you need to give like this, so it will give you two things, right? Now what I want to tell you here is a small single quote is there, that is also declared like this. If you want to declare it like that, it is possible. Yeah, it is possible. It is possible now, right? So you don't need to declare like this now for this single quotes. Now what is an arbitrary Unicode scalar value written as u, and whatever value will be there, it will come into the middle curly braces, and where n is a 1 to 8 digit hexadecimal number, and this is the number, for example. So if I will declare this as a u, and like I will declare a 1f981, that means it's representing my Unicode. So if you will see, iOS Unicode will be there. So now Unicode will be there. Now it's perfectly fine that you understood what are the special characters in string literal. Now we can just forward what are extended string delimiters. So this one also you can just cover it here. So I'm just commenting this print. Now I'll go there and I'll create a variable str delimiters, and this will be a same line which I want to use the value, and I'll cover it with the hash bottom and starting point. And what will happen, you will see this is coming as a whatever result, so it will not affect any result over there if you will cover this with hash at the bottom and starting point of that string, right? So it will not reflect the actual special character, right? So for this, string delimiter is useful. So once you will remove this, again it will reflect your special character. So like that, this is working, right? So if I want a complete, like I don't want this one and I want as it is like that, then I can use this. This is the advantage. This is the advantage of string extended string delimiters. Those will cancel all the effects of special characters, right? That is the thing. Now I can just move forward and tell you how to initialize an empty string, right? So there is a way like that, there is a way that I'm just explaining you. So if you will go there and just do this, like where empty string, right? And this string will be empty, then I can just declare first like this string, and I can initialize like this. So it will be an empty string, right? I can also describe it like like empty string I want, then I can just declare it like that, so it will also be empty, right? So if I will just print this one, then what will happen, I need to see string, and I'll print this empty string. What will happen here, it's giving you some empty string result. Can you see this one? So it's not nil, it's giving you some result, right? It's giving you some result. So now if I want to declare like this, it will also work. So it's an empty string. And if you want to check this, if empty string is empty or not, then it will work like that. It is already declared but nothing is there, right? Nothing is there, and else something is there, right? So with the is empty, you can just check this bool variable will help you out. So it will print nothing is there. If something will be there, then it will print something is there, right? Like that. So now I want to move forward, and I want to tell you like what is a string interpolation. So interpolation, I want to tell you how it will work. Yeah, so where str interpolation, and this interpolation will tell you how you need to concat your things, right? So suppose I have a iOS coder, right? And I want to change over there, some year I want to add, right? So in year, like that, backward slash, and I can give some values. Before I was giving some special character value with the backward slash, now backward slash and small curly braces, and you need to give a integer value that will cover as a string, right? That's pretty fine, right? So like that you can just give values over there, right? So special character or anything you can just give there, right? So it will work into your interpolation. Now I want to tell you this one. The main part is 8, 9 and 10 that I wanted to cover here. So if you will go there and clear it out, the 7th one, like what is a string mutability, right? So as I told you, if you will declare a let str equals to any value, right, then it will not mutate, right? Whatever operation you want to do, it will not able to proceed, right? So first of all, you need to declare it where, then you can mutate it with a b, and you can see the result as well, a and b, right? Now it can be helpful, it can be mutated with the plus equal sign, this operator, which is plus and assign operator, the both combination, and it is adding existing string and plus b as well. You can declare this like as str, and this one also will work. The same thing will work over there, same process will come, right? Now append is also there. You can append this objective C method append, because string struct came up with the mother of ns string, so it's adding and taking care of all the objective C ns string also. So there is a ns string in objective C. It is the parent of str, like this string is taking care of all functions of ns string as well. So now if you want to append something on str and you want to append the b, it will go there and append the b as well, and same result will come, right? So how many ways you can just append, that is on you. So plus operator is also there, right? And that's all. So you can append the string like that. This is only appending, mutating, right? This 8th point, which is 8, 9 and 10th, is very important. So quickly we'll cover the 8th point. This is what is string index, right? String index is very important part. Like suppose I have a string where str index test, and this one will be a iOS like it will load with some Unicode characteristic like 1F981, and it will give me some result, and this will be a line face. Now if I want to print some length, because it have different length, right? So that's why you can't just print it like this. If you will go and just check some length, like at the 0 index, what will happen over there, rather than this line, if I will do like iOS and I want to print S, and I will assume like 0 1 2 will be a S, then it will not possible because length is very different. So how length is different, then this is for the subscripting. They made this string.index, right, rather than giving the integer value inside this, because you will ask me like character array, it is like combination series of characters is called a string, then why it is not working at the index of 0 S is not coming. I'll tell you. So here like test dot count will be a character count, then UTF-8 count, and then UTF-16 count, and then you will see a scalar also, new thing, Unicode scalars also came. So in this case, because it's a ASCII program, so you will go for the ASCII table, a standard ASCII table. Over there you will see the decimal value of the characters. Then if you will print like M, then it will like 77, right? So it's a common value, so it will give same value here. Like if I will print M, and if you will see result 77 will come, so 1 value is there. And if I will print into the loop, then 1 will tell me character in this str index test, as I committed, like it's a series of character row, so character, it will print like character. The same thing I need to copy paste so that we can save our time, right? So character is this one will be the character, right? And now if I will copy paste this thing, the loop for UTF-8, then I need to, you know, just call UTF-8 rather than character, UTF bytes, and then I need to call UTF-16, same like that, so that I can investigate and check it out, like what UTF-16 is giving me, what UTF-8 is giving me, and what scalar values are coming over there, right? So under the roof, like so many things are there, so you are understanding those things. So now this scalar is look like that, and what will be the value of this scalar as well, I'll print here. So that this is very useful. Once you create any string with a Unicode scalar value, you can create that one also, right? So this is the under the roof, like under the roof you will see, and if something will print over there, 1 character is M, 177 byte as committed in the ASCII, 77 is there, right? So 77, UTF-16 1, and the Unicode scalar is also 1 with the M, and 77 is the value. But now what will happen, right now length is 1, but in the Unicode it will be different. So if I will go and just change it again into a Unicode, then what will happen, it will give me the value according to the Unicode. So if you will see right now, result is different, character is 1, which is line. Now 4 bytes character is combination of 4 byte, and it came like 4 bytes, right? And length is different. Now length is 2, so UTF-16 is giving length 2, and Unicode scalar is giving different value. By this value you can create your line as well again, right? So this is under the roof, and length is different. So we introduce this string index. Okay, so this string index, what it will do, it will take care of all the things I want to tell you. Like I have a string iOSCoder, and if I want to print a str index test of I, then str index test dot start index, if I will print like that, it will give me I, right? It is giving me the I. Now what will happen if I will proceed till end index, then you will assume like it will print R. No, it will go out of box. So that's why range and after and before is coming in the picture, right? So what you need to do, it will give you error, hey, execution was interrupted because string index is out of bounds, and it go after the R as well, right? So how you can deal with these situation, you can create a after and before things, right? So you can just create this, yeah. So after index, you can create like that, str test, then after you can just index after, right? Index after, rather than index after, after one offset thing will be there. So if you will see index offset by, this is very important. So it is not there, we need to cover here as well. So offset should be there, offset indexing should be there, right? Before that I want to proceed with after, index after. That means I want to go with str index test start index, right? So what it will give me, that you will see. So it will give me the O, right? Because it's after the index of starting index, right? So it will give me O. So once I'll run this, it's running. Give me one moment. Yeah, it is giving O, right? So that means after start index, O. But if I want to print OSC, then what will happen? I need to create a range, right? But before that, I can see after and before as well, right? So index before, then I can tell you like this one will be a index before, and there, like if you will see str index before my end index, what is the result, right? So it will be before index, right? So it will be a before index, and this before index, if I will print here, then what will happen? I need to check. R is coming. Can you see? R is coming. So that means if string is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 9 will be your end index, and it is printing R. That means it is a 8th index, right? So after before you understood, end and start you understood, but I need to create an offset. Now I want to print iOS, right? So what I will do, offset index will be look like that. That means I will start from my str index start index, and offset will be a integer value, negative or positive, no worry. So I will go till 2. So what will happen? It will print something like that, S, right? So it is going like my offset is starting from offset index is S. How I can proceed there till S? Till S I can proceed like index from starting I to I reach there till 2, 0, 1, 2, and 2 is going to be print as a S, right? Now what will happen, one thing I want to tell you, like if it will go till the end, right, till the end, and if I will pass this as a end index, right, and if I will not give any value like that, it will give me some crash, something like that, right? It is saying, hey, I'm at the end of R and I'm out of bounds, right? So for this, like you can just modify something like index, offset, and limited, right? Again, I'll give the start index like that. It will start from index, and offset will be 0. Offset will be, suppose something like 0 is fine, but limited will be like it should not go outside my ending, and then if it will go, then no worry, I will make them like if let keyword. If let is nothing, if let is if value will be there, then I'll capture this into the if let, right? Don't worry, I'll explain this in future. If let is a guard, like it's saying like if value will be there, then I'll print, I'll not give you error, right? It's my promise to you. So you can just save those things there, right? And your value will be, your value will print over there as a I, because you are starting offset is 0. Now 2 will be there, then it will print your S, right? Now S is there, but the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, if I will give the 9, it will not give you the crash. It will say I will not come inside this. It will say me like I will not come inside this, right? So the offset, like suppose 77 I gave, right? And offset if I want to give, it will not give you error, right? It is not giving you error, right? That means I'm outside. So I need to print this. That was a playground lazy thing. I am outside. It will print I am outside, right? I am outside, right? So again, if I will print 9, it will print 9. That means I am the exact point. I am on the exact point, and which is not correct, right? 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So ninth one will give you a problem because end index and 9 1 is matched. Otherwise it will not give you any problem, right? So you can just give the 10 value and it will not give you, it will say it gone, it is out of bound, right? So now this offset is completed, and before, after, and the limited by also completed. Now you need to focus on range. So how you will create a range? You can just create a range like that. Range of index you need to create, and you can just print this iOS, right? So and you can just create a substring through the range, right? So through the range you can just create substring as well. So that is very important. How you can just create substring is nothing but a part of your main string. So it's a main string. Suppose you have the main string which is into the heap, and this is a main string. Now you are just creating another substring from this main string. So it's my request, like whenever you create a substring, don't just use this for longer time, because it will be the part of main string. Once main string will remove from the heap, this will also remove. So you can just quickly take this substring and then convert it into the another string, because it's a struct, right? So the range, now I want to tell you, like str index dot start index will be there, and then I need to proceed till, you know, str index till s, so 0 1 and 2. So I'll proceed till I'll use after. We know already like how we can just offset. We can use the offset. So from the start index to my positive or negative number, so I will go and just give 2, 0 1 2, and this range is done. Now I want a substring from this string, and this substring will come like str index, and with the range it will create a substring, right? So the substring is there IO, because it is starting from start index, right? So I need to give 3 because it is less than, right, not equal to. So I need to give 3, then it will be till 2. So substring is iOS now, right? And immediately this iOS you can save into a new string object, so that it can be not depend on your main str index text, right? Like that you can create the substrings from this string, right? So the range is very important and powerful weapon which you need to understand. Number 9, how to fetch, insert, remove, and replacing into a string. Everything we covered. Range we have. Now beautiful weapons we have: start index, end index, after, before, offset, and range. Now we can look around the fetching first. So if I will print, then it will fetch, right? So str index dot, you know, if I will fetch with the range, it will give me some value, and also start index, end index will work. So iOS is there, right? So we are fetching like this. Now inserting an element and character or an string into a string, how you will do this? Into the range or somewhere like that, right? So suppose I have a variable, another string value, right? And this is called abhi, and if you want to insert this value into your str index at somewhere, right, how you will do this? So str index test, and insert. One is append also. If you want to append, if you want to append this other string, then you can append like that, string value at the end, right? You will able to append as well, iOSCoderAbhi. Now if you want to append some another thing like character, new element, a string, those will work, and these are Objective-C functions. Now I want to tell you how you can insert. So this is the new thing which is coming with the indexing part, which we covered, right? So I want to insert something at I want to insert something at after the s, right? So what I will do, str index dot index will be before, or not like that, str index dot start index and till offset of 3, so it will go till s, and I'll insert a value there, right? So what I need to do, I can just use this index. So here, like, I need to give a outer side first. I need to create a index because it will confuse you. So str index, which will give you a offset index, and this will be start from my start point of this string, and till go it will till s. This index I'll use here, right? So I will insert like that, insert a new content of collection, insert a new content of my collection of str value, which is a character collection, and index will be like that. And if I will print the new thing, iOSAbhi is inserted at after the s, right? After the s, like that you can insert with the range, with the index, right? Now dot insert, if you want to simply if you want to insert some character over there, it's pretty easy. You can just insert a character after the index, and then this will be the index. You can just insert something there like that. A is inserted, right? So now if you want to replace something, then same index will work. So if I want to replace, replacing is a replace sub range is there, so range will work there, and range we already covered. So from start index to s, so that means iOS. I want to replace iOS with ABC, then this is a range. I want to replace this with my str new value, and this will be a ABC coder rather than iOS coder, right? So like that you can replace the things as well. Now if you have the removing part, then you can remove as well, right? So the remove feature will work like remove, add, remove some sub range is also there, right? So iOS is a sub range, range we already created. If you will give this range, it will remove the iOS, and then rest will be coder will be there, right? String is covered. Now something is there, some drop last and drop first is also available. So if you will do drop last and drop first, then it will work like that. R is dropped, right? Drop first, same like drop first will be a drop first substring will be like OS coder, right? So like that you can remove, and drop also you can use this, right? And so many functions are there. You can take leverage, right? And the remove, add is also there. The indexing is also there. By the indexing also you can just remove the things, right? So this is on you, like how you are just using this start index and the range and all the things for the removing, replacing, inserting and fetching, right? So you are champion over there, like you are able to replace, remove, delete and insert and everything you can do. Now like we can just cover this Unicode string, Unicode with the string. So how we'll cover this, I'll tell you. Like I have a str Unicode, and that I have a Unicode of this one, simple Unicode, and this will be a 1F985. that means it will be eagle, I think. Yeah, so eagle is there. Now if I want to create this eagle by some code, suppose in the server side some code is coming, right? And that code, I don't know about this like what output will be there. Then I can just do this. Like first I need to go and check the scalar value, Unicode scalar value. So in str Unicode, I'll go there and check the Unicode scalar value, and then I'll print this scalar value and check it out, like what is the value, scalar dot value. Then I'll pick this scalar value. Yeah, 124139 is this one, the value. Now I'll create a eagle like output of Unicode, right? And that I'll take here a Unicode scalar, and that value I'll place here, which value I got, right? So if output will be okay, then I'll generate my str through this rather than this one. So I'll comment this thing, and then str Unicode will generate string, and that string will be, you know, my string of Unicode, right? So Unicode character will be output to Unicode. If something will it's by default optional, so if nothing will be there, then it will give me some another value, which is my lion, right? It can be also, or otherwise, like you can just print same like this lion also you can just print. So eagle is there, that's why eagle is coming, otherwise lion would be there, right? So if some other value will be there, it will come this value, and otherwise like line will come, and this is the Unicode thing which can be covered over there. One more thing I want to tell you, the data, if you want to change your string into the data, so you can, how you can just do str to data. So first if you have a string iOS, if you want to convert this into the data, then data will be your data, and you can just init this with a string, or you can just do like that, like str dot utf8, and it will change into the data, right? So where str data example, because it's already there, that's why it's giving me the error. So data is there. Now if you will see, 3 bytes data is there, because 3 bytes is there. Now if I want to change this data into a string, then where str from data, then you can just go and date string, you can just say string, what is the string, and then init with a utf8 data will be there or not, I need to check. Yeah, data encoding is there, and my data will be there, and the encoding will be the utf8. So you can just convert your data into the string again, right? That's all from string side. So we covered 10 points, and everything is fantastic, and now you are comfortable with string data type, and you can use this weapon once you will go in the practice of data structure or algorithm things with using Swift. Thank you so much, guys. It's little lengthy, but yeah, I tried to cover everything here, and so that like you should understand all the things properly. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching this.